Is the feeling of dread causing you discomfort? Hi, I'm Sandra Inman and I'm an EFT practitioner, and if you want to step fully into your power and start removing those things in your psyche that are holding you back and blocking you from confidently expressing who you are, hit the subscribe button below so that you don't miss anything. In this video, we're going to do some tapping on the feeling of dread. And the feeling of dread is similar to the feeling of worry, where you're worrying about something. But dread is like you're dreading something. You don't want something to happen. And this is often something that comes before a performance of some sort. So part of performance anxiety can also involve dread. If you know that you've got to go and do a presentation, or you've got a job interview, or you've got something going on that you're nervous about, that you feel you've got to put on a perfect performance because of that feeling, again, of being judged, or being criticized, or not getting what it is that you want out of the event, especially if it is to do with a sales presentation or a job interview. There's going to be a certain element of dread because you're going to be dreading the event because it brings up so much anxiety. And what you're actually dreading isn't actually the event itself, it's the feelings that the event is bringing up that you dread. You dread feeling the anxiety. So it's kind of like a double dose of limiting beliefs and uncomfortable emotions running through the nervous system. So we're going to do some tapping on to start releasing that feeling of dread. So karate chop point. Even though I have this feeling of dread, I'm okay. Even though I feel this feeling of dread and I don't like it, I don't want to feel it, I'm okay. Even though I have this feeling of dread, I love, honor, and accept myself anyway. This feeling of dread, this horrible, horrible feeling of dread, it's really preventing me from feeling good. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about how uncomfortable I feel. And in many ways, I might not even know what I'm dreading. Do I have to perform well? Am I going to be judged? Am I going to be criticized? Am I going to forget what to do? Am I going to be interrogated? It's like I'm worried some harm's going to come to me. That it's just not safe to be calm right now. It's just not safe to be at peace with this. It's just not safe. It's not safe to be at peace with this. It's like if I don't dread this, if I don't feel this way, something even worse could happen. It's almost like I'm compelled to dread. Yet dreading it doesn't actually make any sense. It's not stopping me from having to do what I'm doing. It's not going to make doing it easier. It's just making me feel uncomfortable. But somehow I've trained my brain to think that dread keeps me safe. That by dreading this next event or circumstance, I'm somehow safe. I may even have a perpetual feeling of dread. Childhood traumas, they may lead me to dread every day, and I don't even know what I'm dreading. The next bad thing that could happen to me, upsetting somebody, getting into trouble over something, losing my livelihood, losing my reputation. This feeling of dread. All the other feelings it brings up. This feeling of dread. This fear of failure. Anxiety. I don't like this feeling of dread. What if I could do what I want to do? Do what it is that I'm dreading and be safe without the dread. What if I can just do it and be safe at the same time? I could let that dread go. I wouldn't need it anymore. I'm just going to honor how I feel. I'm going to honor the feeling of dread. And allow it to run through my nervous system, out through my feet, and out into the earth. Just letting that feeling of dread go down my body, down into the earth, down into the earth for transformation. Letting it go. Letting it go. Letting it go. And taking a deep breath in and letting it out. So there's all sorts of reasons why you may be feeling dread. You may be dreading an event that's coming up. Or you may find that if you're somebody who has a lot of anxiety in your history and you've grown up in a very anxiety-provoking environment, you may find that that feeling of dread is with you all the time, or there's this undercurrent of a feeling of dread. Even when things are going okay, and even when you don't have anything coming up that might be frightening or confronting in any way. And that's because you've learned to dread, because you've experienced in your history that there's always something to come along to be dreaded. So tapping on the feeling of dread, allowing it to come out of your energy system and to be absorbed by the earth, is a good way of just releasing that energy. So then you can go on and tap on what you're actually dreading. And that would be where you would probably be looking more at performance anxiety or anxiety in some way. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment below and share it with your friends. And if you do want to have a chat with me and about doing some EFT with me, then the link is below this video about how you can have a free 30-minute consultation with me, where I talk to you about where you are, where you want to be, and what might be stopping you, and if I can help you, how I can help you. So until the next video, have a wonderful week. Bye for now.